Hey, what's up, guys? It's Ijo Ujo here, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about my like a recap of such. I should have done this yesterday, but I was really tired. I had just got back from my local, and I had shot my extra narcs video. So this is going to be like a recap video. I kind of alluded to it a little bit in the previous video about some changes I made to the Kozmo deck and just an experience I had overall with local I just played. Surprise, I made top four again. And as I go through, I'm going to talk about the deck a little bit, how I changed it, what I changed, what I would change going forward, and let's just hop right into this. And like I said before in my first video, this is help me prepare for regionals. Well, this is let's get prepared for Nats. And to kind of clarify, this doesn't mean that I'm going to any of these events. This just means that if you're going to go, I want to help you guys prepare, help me prepare for the next season because I'm going to grind that season, like grind the hell out of it, go to Nats, go to events, and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully by then I'll show my face. And if you see me at an event, come holler at me. I'm a pretty chill dude. We can duel, we can trade, whatever. So let's just jump into it. So for monsters, I kept it pretty standard except for I changed a few things from my first Kozmo list, as you'll see as I'm going through it. So I still played double tin can. Let's move this out of the way. I want to keep the element of surprise a little bit. I played double strawman. As you can see, I'm upgrading the deck as I go. Got some, glare strawmans at this point. Glare of Subdual. It's a pretty good magic card, actually. I played that in my first green-white tokens deck. But shout out to all of the guys who knows what that means. Two Sword Troopers. These guys are a little lackluster at the moment. The main reason I played them is for nothing other than this. That attribute right there, if you didn't know, and this, because they're teleport target / makes Levier. Other than that, I mean, what the hell is this? But other than that, I mean, they pretty much suck, man. They you draw, I drew multiple of these a lot, but I'll explain to you how I mitigated that a little bit. Here's a new change to the deck. I added in two farm girls. I got these ultra rare from a buddy. Thanks, Paul, for hooking me up on that. Paul Crumb. Shout outs to Paul Crumb, y'all, for hooking me up on these. This was actually the MVP of the day. This is MVP rank 1. I've got about 5 MVPs, but this was MVP rank 1. I OTK'd the shit out of people today or yesterday with this, and it was just a really welcome change. One Wicked Witch still, I think that's what this card's name is. I finally got a foil one, actually. Two Dank Lady. Dank Lady is still dank. This just kind of, I wrecked the mirror with this. And I played, so my rounds was round 1, I played against Yasinju. Round 2, I played against Extra Deck Monarch. Round 3, I played against Domain Monarch. Round 4, I played against, oh crap, what was that deck? Harpy Ladies, go figure. And round 5, I played against the Mirror Match. And I went for 1, only losing to Domain Monarchs because games 1, 2, and 3, he opened freaking triple maxi and exactly maxed me when I had to go off. I mean, game 1, I made a pretty irrelevant push that didn't lead anywhere. It led to Volca Charger, but he seeded me, so he, drew the Veiler and Veilered my Volcasaurus, and I was sad. So then that happened, and then he OTK'd me the following turn. And then game 2, he opened 3 maxis and nothing. And then he maxed me, and then I just set a bunch of magic deflectors, and he cried. And I flipped Anti-Spell Fragrance, and he cried. And I just locked him out with Dark Lady plus Landwalker, and he cried. So yeah. And then game 3, it was a really tight game. It came down to the last little, life points were not an indicator of that game because he was still at full, but Kozmo, as you guys know, can just push and kill at any point. We were trading resources back and forth, but we were going into time, and turn 5, turn 4, I had the OTK, which I was turn 4, so I freaking hate that when they're turn 0, but turn 4, I had the OTK, but I couldn't push for it because he had, all the damn primes in the world. So I made a play to lock him out with this, and he maxed me, and he drew Dark Hole, and I didn't have Landwalker, and I was sad, so that happened. the most welcome change I made to the deck was 3 Slip Rider. By the way, this is MVP rank 2 right here. This bitch won me so many games today. I made lots of dwellers, or I keep saying today. Let's just imagine that it was the day. But anyway, this was MVP rank 3 because adding in the third one of these just really saved my ass versus all these backer decks like Yosenju. I just like looped Slip Riders over and over and over, and he cried. Delta Shuttle. Actually, this was actually like a pretty good card. Like versus game 2 actually of that. No, in game 3 of that Monarch deck. I pitched a Dark Destroyer and crashed into a Delta Shuttle. And this is where I actually had the OTK because I plopped out the Farm Girl. He just had the Stormforth Aether, and I was sad. 2 Landwalker. This card is obscene. Forerunner. I just run it because it's a name. I've actually still never summoned it. 3 Dark Destroyer and stupid fucking Retardo Chicken. I really hate this card. I always draw this card, but yet again, I have a way to mitigate that. And I mean, though it never not just appears in my hand apparently. And Yaksha. Actually, this is probably my favorite card in the deck. Like overall, just like my favorite card in the deck because it's like build your own Farm Girl, or I mean, build your own Fire King Island / Farm Girl. So that's a thing. That's all the monsters. There's a lot, I know, but like, yeah. The spells, still pretty standard. I run the 7 field spells, you know, the Kozmo Towns, and I say 7 field spells because of the triple terraforming. Double E-Tully, finally got another Ultra. Double draw your side deck cards because this card was fucking lit, man. This card was dank all day long. I would like set allures and like make plays and like shuffle back cards and then like finally find a dark, flip my allure over, draw a bunch of cards and like go ham from there. And I want to cut this card, but I don't know what to add in. This was actually not that great, but I mean, when you like pay 100 and then like shuffle it back with Kozmo Town, it is almost a free card. It's worth 1.5 card that way actually. And then the trap lineup is a little different than what I played in the tournament. I actually made this change tonight because I ran into this because I got blown back by a certain card that I'll go into. Double Cosmojo, double Call of the Haunted, and 1 Oasis of the Dragon Souls. So I got blown back by a system down in my Yosenju matchup, game 2, that I would have just won and we would never had to play game 3 if this was like I had a call set. And if it was just a freaking Oasis, he like played system down and had vanities, and I could have beat it actually because I had Mojo too. So he played system down on it. I chain Mojo. He chains vanities. I could chain this and get me out a Dark Destroyer to where it's not actually a freaking machine anymore, and then chain resolves. Then the Dark Destroyer effect happens. I pop his Yosenju. He loses the game. That didn't happen because he, you know, I didn't have Oasis in. So that was the biggest change I made to the deck, other than like a few of the changes. If you look at my previous deck profile, you'll see some of the changes. And I'm just gonna rip through the extra deck and the side deck too. So the extra deck is 1 Dante. I changed the side deck. This is still in here now because I don't have a break sword, but this is gonna be a break sword. So imagine that's a break sword. Utopic Future. I don't really know what to add in over this card. Dweller, this actually should be a Dweller. A Herald of Pure Light. Sorry about this whole camera moving thing. Sky Cavalry, this card is the nuts. I actually made this card to compulse this guy out of my way and win the game. Gachi, this is an OTK guy. Levier, this guy is an OTK card. Grand Pulse, I actually didn't respect this card, but popping your own Kozmo Town is lit. Volca Charger, well, it's Volcasaurus, but Volca Charger, Durandal, this is how you get those bad hands out of your way. You just use the shuffle effect, and then you have your Durandal set up to where you can pop your own Kozmo Town with their like best effect. I actually added in an Adrius because I cut a specific card from my side deck. The CDI package, here's the Charger for Volca Charger. I actually added this in, and Harbinger. Pretty standard. I just don't play Ghost Lolly anymore in favor of playing 2 Chaos Hunter. This is actually was probably the best change I made. This like shreked my mirror matches all day, like just destroy mirror matches. I actually tried this in against Monarch. It was pretty good. I finally got the Dark Kaiju for my Kaiju engine. I cut my Kaiju engine down by a bunch. I'm rushing right now, I know, because I'm about to run out of time. Geki, Double Twister, Fairy Wind Malcat, and Triple Anti-Spell. And, oh, one Magic Deflector. Probably should be two. But that's Ijo Yujo signing out, guys. Peace.